When I got there, we spent the first week, it was 2 weeks total, in Cleveland. We stayed at Baldwin Wallace University in apartments. Basically, there's student housing on campus where we lived in a 6-room or 3-room, 6-person dorm room. And the first week concluded just seminars taught by a Navy professor where we would have nightly assignments of reading and basically just reflections and journals on what we expected to come out of the convention, prompts that we would answer. And then we would attend an academic seminar taught by the Navy professor from pretty much 8 o'clock in the morning until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we would conclude for lunch. And then after that, we would have small group discussions with professors from universities all across the U.S. We received bus passes on Tuesday. We went down toward Cleveland. The academic seminar was until Friday. Once we got our free bus passes, we all ventured down there together nightly. We would go and explore the city and get to see various museums and events that they were holding before the convention actually took place. And then my placement was with Fox News, and I was very fortunate to be placed with them. They were very, very kind and very considerate of actually teaching their interns while we were there. So we went down Friday of the first week to just basically get our media passes, which would allow us into the convention itself and onto the floor, which was very neat. And then into the media center and on the buses that would shuttle us back and forth. Then we went down Sunday to start our first day of work, which I would work typically 8 hours. And I got placed with Fox News Radio, which, to be completely honest, at first I was worried that I was going to miss out on meeting a lot of the people on broadcast and actually be in the convention itself. But I was actually one of the only interns with Fox that was in the convention all of the days, and I got to meet absolutely everybody, so it was great. Monday came and it was pretty slow, but I spent most of my time in the convention with them, just greeting guests that would come onto the show, and then assisting them in any way that I could by running small errands or just making their day easier in general. And then they allowed me on Wednesday to actually report and do a segment for America's Talking, which is a weekend show for Fox News Radio. And I just collected sound bites from different delegates and staff or anybody who was actually at the convention itself, people that were attending, and just had them answer several prompts, which was just simple questions on what they were expecting Donald Trump to say and reactions to what happened days previously. And then they collected all of my sound bites, sent them to New York, and I was featured on a weekend show following the convention, which was pretty cool. As I'm a communications major, it was nice to apply my major while I was there, so it was pretty neat. And overall, the experience was amazing. I attended a bunch of media parties, which a lot of people were not able to attend because they did not have the credentials that media was given. The media party was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was on the whole North Shore, and they had rows and rows of food trucks lined up where we would get like free food and drinks, and it was amazing. It went into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they had several different performers come and actually, put on different shows throughout the week, which was fun to see. But I met Ivanka Trump. I met Ben Carson. I met everybody from CNN as well. They were pretty close to us, although they weren't too kind to Fox employees. But yeah, I met a ton of people. I met all of the delegates for the most part. I actually got to go down onto the floor and interview a ton of people. The only people that I really couldn't get to, Megyn Kelly, I didn't actually speak to. I saw her and she walked past me, but she was working. I spoke to Ben Carson a few times, actually got a few things for him, and Ivanka I spoke to. I told her that I had one of her purses from TJ Maxx, and she thought it was funny. So, and one of the funnier things that happened was I met who I thought was a delegate, and I was trying to get an interview for one of our assignments for the Washington Center, and he actually thought that I was a reporter, and he asked me if I was wearing a wire because I was asking him so many questions to get some information for my interview. But ultimately, he figured out that I was just a student and that I meant no harm at all. So after that, I kind of steered away from saying that I was interning at Fox News, because a lot of people were either completely in support of Fox News and wanted to be on the show, which I had no control of who was on the show, or wouldn't want to speak to me at all. So I got to see how media kind of plays in with individuals and delegates themselves.